My name is Matthew St John, I'm the Managing Director of Postdocs, and we're looking for an investment of £150,000 to help grow our electronic invoicing service. Now, in the modern world, paper invoices simply don't make sense. Invoices start their life in a financial package, the supplier creates the invoice in the accounting package, it's printed, and it's posted. Often when it arrives with the customer, it sits on someone's desk for a while, and it can even get lost before it enters the system. Finally, it's processed in keys, by hand, into another financial system. Even when a supplier submits a PDF invoice via email, printing and processing a paper invoice is usually still done by the customer. And this customer data entry task costs in the region of £1 per invoice, and it's a completely non-value added activity. The Postdoc system allows the supplier to submit their invoice electronically, directly from their accounting package, using our secure data network. The data entry task for the customer is completely removed. There's no cost for our software and no fee to join the network. Members use our service on a subscription basis, paying just 25p to send or receive a document. We're initially marketing our service to companies who are receiving in the region of 5,000 invoices a month, and who would therefore be employing in the region of 3 full-time data entry staff.
I'm Managing Director of LSE Programming. We developed Data Elevator. It took us 4 years, and it cost £1.5 million to develop. But it's fully implemented, it's got reference sites, and it's now ready for launching onto the global market. Our partners, IBM and EDS, have compared it to Business Objects and Cognos, both of which recently, in 2007, sold for in excess of $4 billion. And recently they've compared it to Acclimation, which was sold last month to Informatica at a price tag of $40 million. So it's a global product, it's multilingual, it enables massive cost reductions to large organizations, and therefore it has a very high return on investment.
Barney Capital Portals last October, primarily out of amazement that so many phones were coming on the market that had Wi-Fi, and that the market just wasn't responding to provide applications for those. If you walk around any public space at the moment, Wi-Fi is there, but it's just providing internet access. There's no applications or anything being forced into that space to service the people that are in that space. So primarily, I think it's a huge market, and what Captive Portals is about joining the online and the physical worlds together, and it's doing that through Wi-Fi. A bit of background on Wi-Fi based applications and location-based applications. If you look on the left-hand side, you kind of see a mobile phone with some masts and some satellites going on there. All this can be used today to find out where that mobile phone is. And if you've got an iPhone and things like that, they use that to tell you where you are. Great applications that are one-off about this is where you are, and here's a bit of information that's around you. But it's quite fragmented and it's quite difficult to gauge. I have a different take on what a location business should be. It should swamp the whole area with information about where you are and what you're doing. And actually, it's extremely cheap to do.
I have a business called Image Alchemy. I've developed a digital image print system. And the basic idea of the system is that I'm looking for I should say, a minimum of £25,000, a minimum of £25,000 to grow the business organically. A number of people have seen the system and said, well, it could go a lot bigger, and if you threw some money at it, it could go global. And that is also an idea that I'm open to, but I need to discuss it further. Basically, the idea is that this is the villain, the inkjet cartridge. To buy that inkjet cartridge or that set of cartridges for that printer over there is £115. And you're getting basically 1 milliliter of ink for £1.15. It's more expensive than vintage champagne and also designer perfume.
Great is your IT solution. Very, very interesting, but I also like the captive portal idea. It's location-based services, huge. It's going to be the next big killer app for the mobile market. Good applications of LBS are going to be very, very interesting. So those would be my two favourites. Scott?
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to summarise on postdoc, so not to give the guy this service. I'd summarise there. I don't think he's really thought through what he wants to spend his money on. I think he just plucked a number out of the air. I think if you're going to do a pitch like this, you need to go a bit more prepared than that. I think the idea, in essence, is a good one. But when you've got all these big players out there, I think you're going to end up spending more money getting people set up, and it's going to just be a constant cash burn before you actually get to any reasonable revenue. So I think he needs to rethink his business model on how he might attract that. I think I concur. The location-based stuff, really like that. I was quite aggressive to this chap, but as we spoke afterwards, apparently you've only been with this product for 6 months and you've got $500,000 in revenues. So that puts a completely different perspective on it for me. I got 30 years in my head when I'm like, well, this has just been bumming along, where's it going? So yeah, I do think there's a great opportunity there. I think it's probably a bit outside my investment range in terms of cash, but you never know. I do have a company on Plus with £1 million cash in it at the moment, so you never know, there might be an angle there. But yeah, I think that those sorts of products, the data mining products, that make big businesses more agile, absolutely needed in this economy as well. So yeah, I think that's a very interesting one.
But I only invest in businesses where the products I fully understand and I can add value in the brain power of it. And typically, both of the three of them that I liked, they're good products, but they also need a lot of brain power to develop them, which is where I could add value. And those were the Data Innovator and the captive portals in this last chapter. And that's why I was interested. But very good proposals, but they're not there yet. They need to be developed. People will trample on them. People will try and destroy them. They're not there. And I was interested in the valuations of a few of them. And but they were very good products. But I don't think any of the management teams were actually complete.
Yeah, I think what we